Up first, we have the bronzer. This packaging is genius. If you Cheers, let's do some makeup. I have really been into less produced content. This is just on my vlog camera. I started with a Sony a7R. It was a gift from Kyle while he was working on the Sony lot here in Los Angeles. I didn't have as like high production in terms of lighting and a monitor. This is, like I said, just my vlog camera, which is a much more simple, like point and shoot camera. It's the Sony ZV-1. Highly recommend it if you guys are trying to get into YouTube or content creation. Just love how simple this camera is, especially when you film yourself. I think before I was trying to keep up with people that had, I don't want to say production teams, but it was more than just them. And I would be so frustrated that my content didn't have like the cool zoom ins and all this stuff. And I'm like, I can just zoom in with this camera. Like, what am I doing? So anyway, welcome to my channel. This is gonna be a what I tried this week / just getting ready. I still haven't done my hair. I need to declutter my closet today. So I thought I should get ready in the first place because whenever I'm not done up, I tend to not like any of my outfits. And when I'm done up, I give it more of a consideration. So yeah, that is what I'm getting ready for today. Nothing very exciting. I already prepped my skin. I'm gonna use this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Skin Booster. I'm just gonna use it today because I don't know what I wanna tell you guys about this product. Other than I'm gonna be using the NARS Soft Matte Complete because my skin has been breaking out for I don't know what reason, but whenever I have that many little scattered breakouts across my face, I'd rather just use something with amazing coverage and use less of it. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this Magic Night Cream from Charlotte Tilbury. I used it in a previous what I tried this week. It is almost like an oil. Like, look at how thick that is. Very heavy moisturizer, but with Soft Matte Complete being so matte, I definitely need the hydration. Oh, and also SPF. Wow, I'm just like forgetting all my steps. Got so excited to film. Gonna take a little step back. Glow Screen by Supergoop. I want to add a glow again because Soft Matte Complete is so matte, and Glow Screen has this beautiful finish to it that gives an all-over glow. Absolutely love it. Going in with Soft Matte Complete. Gonna apply it with my fingertips and then blend it out with one of my new favorites, this Makeup Forever Watertone sponge. This sponge is so good. Highly recommend it. So I'm gonna blend this out as much as I can with my fingertips, then blend with the sponge. And I always like to start right here so I can really work it into the nose. And I do work in sections with this product, so I'm gonna work on this side, blend it out, then do the other side. It seriously looks like I have a filter on and I have to say like, no filter, because it just looks that good. Like honestly, matte is so much better for camera work, even like weddings and things like that, because of the way it photographs, the way it translates on camera, it just looks better than something really dewy. Looking good. I am going to conceal next. Again, nothing new here. Okay, what I really want to show you guys, and I probably should have said this in the intro to get you all excited. I have all the new items from Makeup by Mario, including the cream bronzers. They're back there. The cream bronzers and cream blushes. So that is the newest item that I'm using in today's video that I meant to tell you guys to get you hype. But I'm gonna go ahead and conceal with Dior Forever Skin Correct. And lately I've just been going back to using my fingers a ton because we truly use way too much product. I was hating my makeup recently and I really was like, what is it that you're doing that makes you not like it? And I'm like, I'm just applying too much. And then when I set, I have to heavily set because if not I crease. Whereas if you just use a less amount of product and really take the time to blend it out properly, the end result is just so much more natural looking and it lasts longer because there's not all these heavy layers of product on your face. Also gonna add this to the center of the forehead, bridge of the nose, and also the chin. And honestly, why wouldn't you take the time to use less product? Because if you're spending the money on something like the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer, don't you want it to last you forever? Like literally forever? Because it ain't cheap, you know? And I do want to buy a lighter shade. This is shade 2WO. Something that I love about the Dior complexion products is that they do specifically make olive undertoned foundations and concealers. So that O stands for olive. At least that's what I remember them telling me in person at an event when they were launching Dior Forever foundation, because I was complaining about not having olive undertoned foundations, and they're like, oh, we specifically made olive undertone foundations. So yeah, highly recommend their product. Okay, I need to tell you guys something. Where I placed the concealer had come off, and there were areas where everything was kicking up, and then I realized it must be, the only thing different that I really used was this Magic Night Cream. Well, also I paired it with this. I've never paired these two together. So the entire combo was clearly not working. I decided to turn the camera off and redo my base. All the steps are still the same except for what I prepped with. I used the Supergoop Daily Dose Vitamin C SPF. This to me has almost like a hydrating aspect to it that leaves the skin glowing. I love this. So I used this as sort of like my treatment step, my vitamin C, and then my moisturizer, I used my trusted Naturium Plant Ceramide Rich Moisture Cream. So good, so affordable. And then I still used my NARS Skin Eye Cream. And everything is looking so much better, look at it. Still looks fresh. Yeah, things were just kicking up around here. It was so weird, but look at it now. It looks so clean and fresh and dewy. Like honestly, when using Soft Matte Complete, it's a beautiful foundation. I clearly love it, but you just have to apply it when the skin is moist and has that slip. I think the way the Magic Night Cream with the HD, Ultra HD Skin Booster, the way it settled, it was almost too tacky, and the foundation, because it is matte, was building in those areas. So anyway, I just wanted to get you guys up to speed. I would never, you know, correct something and then not tell you what I did, because the last thing I want is for you guys to go out and buy magic cream and the skin boot and like do it all and then have the same thing happen to you. So that is what happened. Now we can get into these new Makeup by Mario products. Up first, we have the bronzer. This packaging is genius. If you, oh yeah, remember this? When I opened up the PR, I was like, of course my shade would be the one that's broken, but let me show you with the blush because the blush has the same packaging. So on the bottom, there is a kabuki brush attached. So you can easily buff out your product. Like you can apply with the stick and then buff it out with the brush at the bottom. Great for an on-the-go kind of person. I really like that. I think it's really innovative. Also, just got the spontaneous idea to do a giveaway. I haven't swatched, or maybe I have. Either way, no, I haven't. I've swatched the blushes, I'm gonna keep all of those, but the contouring sticks, I clearly am not gonna use the darker or the very, very light shade, so I'm gonna do a giveaway. Obviously, do not comment light medium because I'm using light medium, but you can comment medium, dark, and dark, I think are the shades. Look them up online. I'm gonna create a Google Doc, so check the description box. There will be a form there. You can fill it out with your color selection and all your information, and I will select a winner from there. Good luck. I'm gonna use light medium. I like to still warm up the product on my hand, and this won't go wasted. I'll still use this. And I love this Bobbi Brown foundation brush. Something about it is like a sponge on a stick. It just works really good. So now that the product is warmed up, I will add a little to the brush directly from the stick like so, but then also pick up a little on here just to start blending it out so it doesn't go on super heavy on first impact. Ooh. It's so good, you guys. The formula is so beautiful. The color is absolutely perfect. You could totally apply this directly from the stick to your face. I'm just being a little more particular with my application because I'm doing it for you guys and I'm taking my time. Also, comment down below if you're loving these random zoom ins in this camera. It's so funny that it's like technically a lesser quality of a camera, but I just think that the footage, especially for makeup, it looks so good. Zoom you guys on out so I can do the chin. Usually for this area, I am a little more so lazy, so I'll just go like, you know, just like that, and then use that same brush to blend it out. And I also, little trick, little pro tip, I like to add it right here to the outer edge of the eye because it just gives a really beautiful transition from shadow to face. And then as a final step, I'm gonna take my sponge and just press it in. I always love doing this because I find that it further blends everything. If there's any harsh lines, it softens them out and just gives it an overall really nice finish. But yeah, it's just the perfect shade. I knew that he would nail, he's really good at nailing, Mario, he's really good at nailing undertones and just in general, any tones of like lipstick and shadows. He is very particular, I can tell. Now I'm gonna go in with the blush. I'm just gonna clean up my hand a little bit because it's looking kind of crazy. The blush shade I'm using is called Dusty Rose. And I am gonna do the same technique with this, warm it up on my hand, apply it with the brush, and then blend it out with the sponge. I am very soft with the way I'm applying the product over soft matte because, look, I feel like I'm not selling you guys on soft matte complete, but it speaks for itself. It looks good. It's just, you know, she's a little particular. So that is why I'm sharing all these tips versus not, and then you guys get it. You know, again, I have you guys' best interest in mind. Like, I want you guys to be the best artists. I want you guys to feel confident in your makeup. The last thing I want you guys to do is pick up a product that I recommend and apply it the way I did and hate it. That would kill me. And if that does happen, message me and I will help you guys out. I will walk you through it. I will send you some video DMs on Instagram. I love doing that and chatting with all of you guys in that way. Sometimes I take people by surprise. I'm like, hey, what's up? Let me just talk it out, because sometimes putting it in writing isn't that helpful. So now that I have it on there, I'm gonna blend it out, because see how I'm getting that harsh line? That is why a sponge is necessary. You wanna blend where that harsh line is to diffuse it out a bit. I'm gonna be using this Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I've been trying to use other powders aside from my absolute fave, Laura Mercier Translucent. It is still the best, but also whenever I use less product, like I did today, and just whenever I'm more mindful, I end up getting less creasing underneath the eyes because there's not a ton of product there to crease. I'm still gonna apply it with my sponge. I pick up a little, and I'm not gonna bake, I'm just gonna press it in, and I take off a little excess on my hand so that it doesn't turn into a baking situation. Oh my God, there's a little bit of creasing. Take this little brush to just buff it out gently. And then I'm gonna press my powder in to that area underneath the eyes, that crease. Same thing with the laugh lines. Basically anywhere where I crease, I'm gonna do that. And then for the eyes, I'm gonna use that little brush. Well, actually no, I need a fluffier brush, a little bit of a fluffier brush. I'm gonna use this Sephora number 38, lightly powder around the edge of the eye, so that way when I go in with shadow, it doesn't skip or stick, it just blends out really nicely. But I'm not applying it to the lid, because anytime I have done that, I don't get the same color payoff from my shadow. For the rest of the face, I'm just gonna use this Refer 05 brush to gently powder down everywhere else. Soft Matte Complete does such a good job at setting itself that you really don't need a ton of powder. One of the plus sides of this foundation is that it's matte, self-setting, so if you hate powder, but you know powder is an essential in making your makeup last, you can use a lot less with this foundation. And I'm just kind of dabbing it a little bit everywhere. And then something, I've been watching a lot of my favorite makeup artists do makeup, because anytime I feel like I'm not liking my makeup, feeling uninspired, I like to watch Hong Van Gogh, Patrick Ta. I love watching them do makeup to see what they do, and they always set their bronzer with a powder bronzer. I find that whenever I do this, I end up looking really tan, but I'm gonna try it because yeah, I don't know, let's see. I might end up looking like 10 shades darker after I do this, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer in the shade Light. So we're going as light as possibly imaginable, okay? I'm gonna pick up the bronzer, really dust off the excess, and lightly sweep it onto the areas where I applied the cream bronzer. Am I getting tanner? Oh, it's looking good. I'm also, I love adding a shimmer bronzer to my forehead for a bit of a highlight, but if you guys have a light shimmer bronzer that you recommend, let me know. But yeah, I think this worked really good. Just have to be really mindful of using a lot less product. And then I'm also gonna use that smaller brush I was just using to set with powder. This is a Morphe E22, by the way. And I'm gonna use this to add a little bit of this bronzer down the sides of the nose for a bit of contouring. I will say the one thing I don't think I can ever see myself going back to is powder bronzers, because as like my only form of bronzing and sculpting, because cream bronzers to me just look so much more natural, and I've been loving them. The Fenty one as well, this new Makeup by Mario one is great. Cream blushes, I love. I posted on Instagram the other day that I'm a little on the fence about them when it comes to glam looks, like what I'm gonna be doing today, because sometimes I feel like I only like powder blushes for a glam look and creams for a natural look, but this is glam, or it's gonna get glam, and it's a cream. But I'm gonna top it off with the Mario powder blush. This is Desert Rose, which I feel like was the closest in tone to the cream blush. It's got that more dusty undertone. I kind of wish he would have color coordinated the powder blushes with the cream blushes, so that way you could set with the same powder blush, you know? This looks like a lot, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a blend with this La Mer brush. I forgot about it, and then I saw Patrick Ta use it, and I'm like, oh my god, I have that blush. I mean brush. I have that brush, it's so good for blending because it's so soft. The way it touches the skin, it's perfect. I'm gonna fill in my brows a bit with the e.l.f. Precise Pencil. I'm not gonna gel them yet, I'm just gonna fill them in the tail end underneath, and then I am gonna do the eyes. I had to turn on my AC, it was getting a little toasty in here, so I'm just gonna do my eyes in silence, but point at the shadows I'm using and have you guys enjoy it over some organic, copyright-free music. Okay, so going back to the face, I mist with Fix Plus. As it dries down, I'm gonna add the Soft Glow highlighter from Makeup by Mario. This is the shade Golden. Very glossy, even though it looks glittery in the pan, it does give a glossy effect. So I'm gonna add it while the skin is moist, but then I'm also gonna mist one more time to bring it down to a more natural skin finish. It is really glowy, so I find that you don't need a ton of product. Ooh, looks so good. I feel like the bridge of my nose is really congested right now. Definitely need a facial, so I wouldn't highlight all of this. Just like right about here, a tiny bit. Lip, chin, and that is it. I really do like it. I think that, whoops. I do like it, you just don't need a ton of it because it's so glowy. So I'm gonna let the La Mer brush kind of diffuse a bit. Mist one more time, and then I'm just gonna add Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter to the brows. I'm gonna curl with a new lash curler. I hardly ever do this, but I'm gonna use this new one from Refer, and then use It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara as my mascara, with voluminous brown black on my lower lashes. For the lip, before Kyle walks in and makes a ton of noise, I want to tell you guys about this Fenty Gloss Bomb dupe. Where is it? He's gonna walk in. I know someone has probably already duped this, but this Lifter Gloss, Lifter Gloss from Maybelline in the shade Moon. I think the Topaz is the exact one as the original Gloss Bomb, but this looks just like it, and I'm gonna outline my lip. I'm trying to hurry before he walks in. I'm gonna outline my lips with the Vive Velvet Sands lip liner to complete this look, fix my hair, and then I'll come back to conclude the video. Maybe just a tad. All right, look is done. I did my hair off camera and also had a little snack break, not gonna lie. So go touch up the lip. This gloss is bomb. Also that like the texture of it and everything is just like the Fenty Gloss Bomb, but I'm not gonna lie, if you can get me a cheaper option, I'm gonna go for it. So again, Topaz is the one that's more similarly toned to original Gloss Bomb, but this color is also amazing. I really love everything that I used in today's video. I also loved shooting it in this style. I know I'm always switching things up for you guys and telling you that I'm trying to find ways where it just feels more casual, and shooting in natural light is something I've always wanted to do because I think you can really see detail. You can, I don't know, it shows you what your makeup would actually look like, right? Because not all of you are doing your makeup in studio lighting, and sometimes it blows it out and you can't see detail. I think doing it in natural light speaks volumes. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed it. From everything that I used, first of all, I'm really glad I redid my base because it was not looking good with that Charlotte Tilbury Night Cream and HD Serum from Makeup Forever. Now I am satisfied. I can go and film some other content. I think standout products, obviously Makeup by Mario. It's what I wanted to showcase and didn't, you know, start off by telling you guys that, but I hope you stuck around. If you're watching this, you definitely did stick around. I think for those of you who love the convenience of throwing your makeup in your bag and being able to do it, you know, at the office or in a car, throw in your purse, I already said that. This bronzer and blush with the brush on the bottom, I mean, I'm hoping you don't get a broken one like this one. But I think that you guys are really gonna love it, and I just think that Makeup by Mario really pours his artistry and his knowledge into his products. A lot of them are really innovative and different, especially something like this. So definitely check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave it here. I feel like I've been sitting here for a very long time. That's the thing with me and doing my makeup in natural light. I also take a lot longer because I just obsess over every little detail, but I love it in a good way, not in a bad way, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Love you guys. Subscribe, notification bell, enter the giveaway, thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.